Hi, this is Mike, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to basically spit in the face of every self-righteous relationship guru, sex advice columnist, and magazine article you've ever listened to, show you why shelling out hard-earned cash for flowers, jewelry, and expensive nights out on the town could actually be murdering your love life, and teach you, as weird as this sounds, how you can use tiny little text messages sent from your cell phone to get your wife incredibly turned on, feeling very naughty, and craving your attention on demand, whenever, wherever, and however you want. By the end of this short presentation, which won't be up for long, you'll feel like you have the magic keys to your wife's libido and will watch your love life take off like the space shuttle, no matter how many years or decades you've been married, no matter how many kids you have or how little privacy, no matter how busy your job is or how little time you have, no matter how tired she is, sleeping will be the last thing on her mind. No matter how down on her body she's been, she'll feel like the sexiest woman in the world. And no matter how hopeless you think things have got so far. In fact, if you follow what I say in this video and put it into action like hundreds of guys have before you, your wife will thank you, will brag to her friends about the amazing heat in your marriage, will be happier than you've seen her in years, and will start thinking of you as her own personal sex god, who she'd do almost anything to please, even if you've got a bit of a gut and don't go to the gym. Who the heck am I to make such a huge promise, and why should you listen to me? My name is Michael Fiore, and as embarrassing as it is for me to admit, I've never been married or even been close to getting married. I've never lived with a girlfriend except 3 awful months back in college, and I've never been in a relationship that lasted longer than 3.5 years, and for most of that relationship, I was incredibly frustrated and miserable, had no idea how to turn my girlfriend on. I'm just a regular guy who stumbled onto a weird but freakishly effective way to turn any woman on, which has nothing to do with what most of the experts tell you about romance. Honestly, as a married guy, there's no reason at all for you to soak up what I have to say today, except what I'm going to teach you right now has already transformed the lives of hundreds of married guys just like you. And every day I get dozens of emails just like this. Scared the bejesus out of me at first, Michael, but I followed what you said and I was amazed at the results. I never thought my wife would be the one to initiate sex. Now she can't get enough. Mark L., Massachusetts, married 15 years with 3 kids. I sent 3 texts and my wife was so hot for me when I got home. We had the best sex in years. Thank you, Michael. You've got to share this stuff with the world. Tim Thomas, Las Vegas, Nevada, married 2 years with 1 baby on the way. This couldn't have come at a better time. My wife and I were right in the middle of a dry patch when I discovered your stuff. Her reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Now her friends keep asking me to teach their husbands how to do this. Jim from Seattle, Washington, married 18 years with 2 kids. Okay, so when I first started sharing this texting formula with my frustrated guy friends, a lot of them said to me, using text messages to get my wife into bed, no freaking way that would work for me. And if you're like a lot of married guys, you might have fallen for the dangerous myth that says your wife just isn't that into sex anymore, that having a crappy sex life is just part of being married, that you've tried everything without any success.